Why, Sierra?
Yeah, I'm a Raider, Oakland Raider. From the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. I'm a player, a boss player. If you with me, pop your collar, shake them haters. I'm a Raider, Oakland Raider. From the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. I'm a player, a boss player. If you with me, pop your collar, shake them haters.
I'm from the city of set, rapping silver and black. Word of honcho, give me the strap. The realest is back. Stupid chop with some silly attached. Eye for an eye, fuck it man, give me a patch. I'm a Raider, Oakland, LA, Vegas, Jalen, Kenyon, Jacobs, Regis. Man, bruh, dog, we litty. The shine with the speed, Edwards with the 50-50. Yeah, this that I silver and black field. Abram in the box, I'm Merrick in the backfield.
Yo, shout out to the nation, man. Quick live, you guys. Wanted to break this down with you. Haven't gotten a chance to talk about it. We all know Russell Wilson was just traded to the Denver Broncos. I'm going to be real, y'all. I feel like Seattle won this trade. They got a lot. They got a Shelby Harris, who can be a dominant defensive tackle. I'm not even going to count Locke. He's ass. They got Noah Fant, which is going to be a top 5 tight end maybe at some point in his career. And they got a bunch of draft capital, which I'm going to be honest, as of late, Seattle really hasn't been able to draft too well. But Denver gave up a lot for Russell Wilson. But let me be honest with you guys. This is a win-win for both parties. Russell Wilson has not had a defense this dominant since the Legion of Boom days. You get what I'm saying? He needs a defense. He got one. Weapons on the offensive side of the ball, check. He got them. The thing that Denver needs to do in this draft, they need to approach their offensive line. If Denver gets a real O-line, you guys, we could be in for a bumpy ride in the AFC West. That is their Achilles heel. Don't get me wrong, they still need a couple pieces on the defensive side of the ball, but their defense is stacked. They didn't have to give up any Patrick Surtains or any of those kind of talents in this trade. To be honest, I think Seattle in the long run, you know what I mean, won this trade, but Denver really won it right now. They're going all in, and I get it. And to be honest, I wish sometime we would do the same shit. You know what I mean? But Denver has that stout defense. They have a lot of those young guys still on cheap contracts. Judy, you know what I'm saying? They got Handler. Why not take advantage of it right now? I understand. I see a lot of people right now on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook screaming that we have the 4th best quarterback in our division. I think that's ludicrous. I think that's nonsense. He's not the 4th. He's not the 1st either, but he's not the 4th. I seen somebody, I don't know who it was, say Derek Carr is not better than Russell Wilson. Look at Russell Wilson's stats. Look what he's done in his career. Correct. He's not better than Russell Wilson. But we can use that same analogy and put it right towards Justin Herbert in DC, right? Has Justin Herbert ever had a better what has he done? 2016, Derek Carr, former MVP candidate. Probably would have won it if he didn't get hurt. We probably would have went deep in the playoffs that year in 2016. We're going off past, right? That's what we're doing. Because somebody said that Derek Carr is not better than Russell Wilson because of what Russell Wilson has done in his career. You were exactly correct. But if we're going off of that, Justin Herbert has not done more than DC in his young career. I understand. He's only been there for 2 years. Last year was his sophomore year. He's also had better. Son, I'm working. Oh, my bad. He has better weapons, right? That's what everybody keeps saying. Keenan Allen, William. Come on. They're stacked over there. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? He's the fourth best. The fourth best. And if you guys want to go off, and mind you, I would rather have Russell Wilson than DC. That's just me. I get it. Russell Wilson is a dog. He may be on the decline in his career. Yes, he's short. He has a lot of mileage on him. I get it. But he's still Russell Wilson. But if we technically want to go off football being played right now, right? We went out and beat the Chargers to get into the playoffs. Russell Wilson had a down year last year with Lockett and DK Metcalf on the outside, right? So technically, if you want to go off right now, DC second. If you want to do that, if we want to go off right now, football right now, until we see what this guy looks like in Denver, Derek Carr is probably the second best quarterback in our division. And you guys know how I feel about DC. You know how I feel about DC. You know what I'm saying? You know it. I wanted Russell Wilson to be a Raider. You know, I wanted Sierra over here too, man. You know, it sucks, man. It sucks, man. I was really looking forward to her, you know, on the 50-yard line doing her Dougie at halftime, but it is what it is. I'm just saying, if we're going to go off of right now, right, we're not going to do the past. We're not going to do any of that other stuff because we know that Russell Wilson is a Hall of Fame quarterback. He's a Super Bowl winner. He is a monster. If you guys want to go, if we want to go off of what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately, right? You have to say Derek Carr is the second best in the division right now. Simple and plain. Shout out to everybody in the comment section. They still got 3 nice receivers and a D. Facts, Mario. Facts, brother. Facts. Facts plus tax. Shout out to Yo. Shout out to Yo. Shout out to Raider from VA. Max about to kill Wilson this year. Hey, I love it because Max is already on Twitter sharing memes of himself. He's ready to cook. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Shout out to Jonathan. DC's too hot and too cold for me. Facts. I get it. I feel the same way. Way too inconsistent. Way too inconsistent. Way too inconsistent. But we're going off of what have you done for me lately, though, right? Right? DC was in the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes was in the playoffs. Herbert wasn't, and Russell Wilson wasn't. So that's what we're going off of, right? That's what we're going off of. We're going off recent success, right? Or are we going off the past? Because if we're going off the past, DC is third. If we're going off of right now, DC second. Because everybody wants to play the stats game, right? Everybody wants to kill me when, we're talking stats, we're talking facts. Okay, let's go off of that. Let's go off of all that. If we're doing that, then what? Real men wear black. Derek Carr sucks. And I'm delusional. I hear you, bro. 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 I don't agree that he sucks. I agree he can be better. And I agree I can be a delusional as fuck sometimes too. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is me just trying to make myself feel better about Russell Wilson entering the AFC West. Maybe. But all I know is I see everybody right now saying we have the fourth best quarterback in our division. What are we talking about? I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. What has Justin Herbert done this far to the point where he's actually better than Derek Carr? I don't get it. I don't understand it. And you know, you guys know, you can't call me no Carr stan. You can't call me a Kardashian because I'm not one. I'm not at all. I got killed last year all season long for being overly, off the chain with DC. Overly. And right now, trust me, I was screaming to go get Russell Wilson. But I looked at that package that Denver gave up. There's no way. Would you guys imagine this, y'all? Let's put it like this. Would y'all give up 2 firsts, 2 seconds, I don't want to say Noah Fant is even a a Waller guy, because he's nowhere near Waller yet. But 2 firsts, let's just say 2 firsts, 2 seconds. Foster Moreau, we don't even have any defensive tackles that's signed right now outside of Andrew Billings. But let's just say, I don't know. Just say Jonathan Hankins came back, right? Say we signed Jonathan Hankins. He said he was still under contract. Are you giving up Hankins, Foster Moreau, 2 firsts and 2 seconds right now for Russell Wilson? I want to know. Let me know in the comment section. Bro, they gave up the farm. They gave up the farm. And mind you, this is a team that didn't make the playoffs last year. Like, I get if Denver was in the midst of a playoff, like in the playoffs, won a few games, and they're that close. All they need is one player, right? The Niners. It makes sense if the Niners make this trade, right? They're a game away from the Super Bowl. It makes sense. You know what I mean? It makes sense. The Broncos got a lot of work to be done. So, I don't know. But I think personally, Seattle won this trade in the long run. Denver did win it right now, but are they built yet to win right now? And are they going to get the best version of Russell Wilson? I don't know. And you know what's crazy, y'all? They said that the Washington Commanders had a better trade package than Denver, but they didn't. Yeah, they gave up a 5th also. There you go, Jackie. Yep, a 5th also. They had a better trade package, but they wanted to trade him away from the NFC. That's crazy. Trade picks to get Stroud if you want the best. White Tyson, you is not gonna let that go, huh, brother? I ain't tripping about Wilson. Happy it's not Rodgers. They can bring back Von Miller. Facts. And he's already been hitting at it. He's already been hitting at that. That could be Cisco. I mean, to be honest, who would want to go over there with that turmoil they have in that front office, right? All that crazy shit with their owner, GM and all that. I wouldn't want to go over there either. But I'll tell you right now, if I had a chance to pick which one of those teams, I'd probably go to the Washington Commanders. I think that they're closer. And I could be wrong. Don't get me wrong. Denver has a great offense. Their O-line is really bad. Their defense took a step back, but they have some solid guys over there. They have a solid receivers. They have a couple solid receivers. Curtis Samuels and Scary Terry. You know what I'm saying? And then you go to an easier division, right? You go to the NFC East, where it's up for grabs every year. You know what I mean? So I think Russell Wilson would have been smart to get away from Patrick Mahomes, Derek Carr, and Justin Herbert 6 times a year. But hey, he's married. Him and his wife probably talked and said, Denver's a better look. That could be. But you guys, to be honest, I'm not going to stress too much about this. It's crazy because we were all happy that Aaron Rodgers didn't go there. And then the next fucking 5 seconds later, boom, Russell Wilson is a Denver Bronco. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. We be in shambles because we need our draft capital to build our team. And if Wilson is so good, he only gonna cost that much more cap. We be fucked. So imagine this, Ray, right? This is what happened with Russell Wilson, a guy that's on the other side of 30, right? On the wrong side of 30. Imagine if Deshaun Watson gets cleared of all those charges or all those civil suits, right? How much is he gonna cost? This is a guy on the wrong side of 30. Deshaun Watson is in his prime of his career, and he's also coming off of a year where he didn't even play football. So he's well rested, ready to go. Imagine what he's gonna cost. Meek, I always said he's not an elite quarterback. I know that. I've never said that he was an elite quarterback, ever. Not once. But Justin Herbert's not an elite quarterback yet. I don't care what nobody says. He's done nothing. So how can you say he's better than DC? DC is a 3-time Pro Bowler, former MVP candidate. Top 5 in passing yards last year. Gotten better every year in Gruden's system. But you can't, if we're going, if DC's not elite, Justin Herbert's not elite. Simple and plain. Bro, there's a difference between being Russell Wilson, his age at the quarterback position, and being Deshaun Watson at his age at the quarterback position. Period. I said, Meek, if we're going off of what have you done lately, Meek, what have you done for me lately, right? That's the world we live in. That is the world we live in, right? If it's a what have we done for me lately, yes, Derek Carr is the second best quarterback in the division. I mean, I don't understand what's so hard about that. What's so hard? How is that so hard to digest? If we're going off stats and what have you done for me lately, there's 2 quarterbacks that went to the playoffs last year in our division, Patrick Mahomes and Derek Carr. Russell Wilson did not, and Justin Herbert did not. That's what we're going off of, right? Because all we keep saying is, because even my argument was Derek Carr never got to the playoffs. I can't use it anymore. So I'm giving him his flowers. At the end of the day, it is what it is. You have 2 quarterbacks that went to the playoffs last year. One of them lost his head coach, lost his number 1 receiver, lost his former first-round corner, lost a lot of other shit too, and still managed to get to the playoffs in them kind of conditions. So all I'm saying is, if we're going off of what have you done for me lately, and mind you, I use this same argument, you guys. I'm not perfect. I said I would have rather had Russell Wilson because of what he's done in the past and what I know he can still do. If he comes back into Russell Wilson from 2 years ago, oh man, Denver's going to have a hell of a quarterback. But if Denver gets the same guy that that played last year, they're in for a bumpy ass ride. Simple and plain. I've been said that I'd rather have a former Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl champion, you know what I'm saying, and all that other crazy shit, right? I've been said that. But right now, if we're going off of what have you done for me lately, let's go. Alex, I agree with you. I think he's the third best. I'm just saying, if we're going off of what have you done for me lately, he's second. That's it. Simple and plain, man. We're going off of what have you done for me lately. Jesse, to be honest, Docs, I feel like all these fans come in here and try to find ways to debate with you all the time. Wish is dumb. I don't get them. No, bro. Jesse, I want to debate. I want to have, because, bro, a lot of the time the chat is wrong, and a lot of the time I'm wrong right? And a lot of the time I'm wrong as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, I love debates. I'm not mad at anybody. I love Meek. I love everybody else that's disagreeing with me right now. There's no problem. It's no problem at all. This is all a family fun debate. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, if I'm using everyone else's logic, everybody that kept screaming, Derek Carr this, Derek Carr that, blah, 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 blah. Then when it comes around, we have to still give him his flowers. We can't take him away just because Russell Wilson came into our division. We can't do that. Like, we can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I'm gonna say is this: we have to double down on the defensive side of the ball. Simple and plain. Now, you have to go get J.C. Jackson. There's no way around it. Go get you a J.C. Jackson. Go get you a dominant defensive tackle. I love bringing in Tim Settle, what Andy said from the Washington Commanders. Bring him in. Go get you even another edge rusher. Double down a defensive tackle. Look, we need an O-line badly. But right now, we need to build this defense. Period, point blank. Even if we get an O-line and we score a lot of points, if our defense ain't in check, we will get outscored every game. At this point, some of y'all may not even agree with me, I would probably bring Casey Hayward back. Bring Casey back and still go get another one. Casey could probably be had for $6-7 million for a 1-year deal. Bring him back and then still go get another corner if you can. Look, Double down at corner. Double down. Go get you 2 corners in the draft. Go get you Casey Hayward and Gilmore or J.C. Jackson, and then just go get you 2 corners in the draft. Whatever you need to do. But you got to build up that secondary. You got to get this defensive tackle room in check because we got the edge rushers. I still think we need another one, though. I want to bring on another guy from the draft. I don't care if it's a later round pick or anything. I want another edge rusher. But we need to build this defensive tackle room immediately, because if we don't have the right guys on this D line in the middle to push, it's not going to matter. Salty, we're just going off of age, my brother, right? And let's just be honest. Casey Hayward is a Gus Bradley guy. To be real, Casey probably is a system corner. And I don't even know if he would thrive in this system, to be honest. But I like Patrick Graham, and I know that he puts his guys in position to win. You know what I mean? So I'm not too worried about it. T Severe. Yeah, definitely. But if we're going off of what have you done for me lately, yes. Burrow beat Mahomes twice this year. If we're going off of right now, what have you done for me lately? I'm going to keep saying that word. What have you done for me lately? Talk that shit, Janet. If we're going off of right now, and Burrow did it with a terrible O-line. Let's be honest, man. Patrick Mahomes had a down year last year as well. Beginning of the season, he was struggling. But yes. What have you done for me lately, right? So Burrow is better right now. Let me ask you guys right now. No Raider bias. Who would y'all rather have? Joe Burrow or Patrick Mahomes? Let me know, y'all. Let me know. Because I may sound crazy. I'd rather have Joe Burrow. I'd take Joe Burrow. Mahomes easily. Burrow. I take Burrow. Mahomes, Patrick, got you. No shade. You can't go wrong with either one of them. I just know that Joe Burrow was working with less with that O-line. The man got sacked 9 times, you guys. Got sacked 9 times by the Tennessee Titans and still won. Crazy. Yes, Aurora. I'm definitely sure I haven't been smoking lately. That's probably what's wrong with me, bro. I've been too sober, man. I keep seeing people say, I didn't see this. He didn't post it. I didn't see that. But I keep seeing people in my comment section saying that. But I think people are saying you better go get you Deshaun Watson now. But I love this picture, right? I love that. AFC West loaded at quarterback. Our quarterback's in there. I'm all for it. I think we add J.C. Jackson with Devontae Adams being tagged. Jose, I agree. Shit, you better. Because I'm going to tell you something right now, you guys. If Russell Wilson returns to that old form, we're fucked up. And we have not had a shutdown corner forever. Charles Woodson, Asamoah. Bro, you think about that. We haven't had one since Seawood or Nnamdi. That's crazy. We need a true shutdown corner with Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, and Justin Herbert there. Bruh, we need to shut down one side of the field. Period, point blank. The end. Cardo, this is facts. Shout out to Jose. Appreciate you too, my brother. They do. But guess what happens here? They lost the first and the second rounder. They can still go out and draft a bunch of O-line. And they can still go get them some O-line in free agency. And then boom. Then it's scary for real. then it's scary for real. Facts. We have to. It's mandatory at this point. It's mandatory at this point. You think Zeke would possibly extend Carr now, then trade him next year if we don't see the success this year? I don't. Well, you know what? I can't say that. I can't say that. I'll tell you one thing. Ziegler's not. He's not going to care what you've done in the past. Or look, if DC gets extended and he doesn't ball out, and he has a down year this year, I could definitely see it. Look, man, if you want a GM that's going to want to upgrade every position at all times. So if we do extend him right now and he doesn't play, he doesn't live up to expectations, he's gone. Because there's going to be another team out there that's definitely going to say, you know what, we'll take a chance on him. We'll take a chance on him. But look, you guys, we got some holes, man. We got some holes right now. I think before we knew this, but now seeing as teams around us in our division are making moves. You know what I'm saying? The Chargers brought back their wide receiver. You know what I mean? After having a career year. KC has been pretty much, I know they're going to lose Frank Clark. They're going to lose, who else they're going to lose? They're going to lose Honey Badger. They're going to lose some guys. You know what I'm saying? But they've also been in the rumor mill a lot with a lot of guys that I've seen that I've been interested in picking up for the Raiders. So they're going to be active as well. We just got to get active. That defensive line scares the shit out of me, you guys. To know that we only have one defensive tackle under contract right now, that is scary. That's scary. That's scary as shit, man. We're going into free agency with one defensive tackle. That's man. We don't have a number one corner. We have a lot. We need a lot right now. We need a lot. Yeah, Richard, that was fake, brother. That was fake. You think we should target Honey Badgers? No, not at all. I'd go with cheaper option. To be honest, I'd be calling Seattle right now because Quandre Diggs is a free agent. I go look at him. Pro Bowl guy. I would love to match him up with Merrick back there in the secondary. That would be a beautiful duo right there. But I would definitely be calling Seattle right now. I know Ray didn't agree with me with this. We were talking in the DM, and Ray said this might just be like a light, saying like go get a quarterback, get you another wide receiver, and Seattle's back in the mix. If Seattle gets Malik Willis this year, they may be on their way to it might be a short-term rebuild, right? If he shows up. But I would definitely be calling Seattle right now about a few guys. You know what I'm saying? What's up with DK? You know what I mean? You got 1 year left on his contract. He may not want an extension now knowing his quarterback is gone. You know what I'm saying? What's up? What's up? I definitely reach out. Call Seattle. See what's up. They got a few players. They got a few veterans also that probably don't want to stick around for this right now. I'm telling you guys right now, there's some people that are very, very pissed in Seattle right now. Pissed. Players, fans. But, Seattle just, to me, they waited too long for the rebuild. They kept trying to reboot. Never really attacked their offensive line like they should have. Bobby Wagner as well, T-Bills. That's another guy, a veteran. He has 1 year left on his deal too. Why not reach out? I would definitely reach out and see what's up with Bobby Wagner. You know what I mean? But no Gabe Jackson reunion, Ricardo. I'm good off that, brother. I think Coach Graham and Coach Simmons are going to figure out all these guys in the AFC West. I can't wait to see this new defense and see who can pick up for our defensive free agency. Facts, Jose. I'm excited too, brother. I'm excited. Definitely. Shout out to my dog, Jose, man. Always supporting, man. A whole 12-man piss. Facts, Greg. They mad. Come on. Look. I was screaming last year to get rid of DC, even if we had to do a slight rebuild, right? And go get a quarterback in free agency or even in the draft. If we have to do it, we have to do it. Because my thing was, we're not winning with him. If that's his fault or not, we're not winning with him. So at some point, you have to recharge and figure this thing out. You know, Seattle, I think, waited a little too long, but did they? I mean, really, shit. I mean, they went out and got a crazy amount of draft picks. And let's not act like Noah Fant and Shelby ain't some nice pickups as well. All I'm gonna say is Denver, y'all better pray this works out for y'all. Y'all better pray it works out for y'all. I better pray it works out for y'all. Yo, King, I saw the Seahawks are willing to trade Tyler Lockett for the right price. Should we trade for him? I would definitely bring in Tyler Lockett. Big fan of Tyler Lockett as well. I like Tyler Lockett, Lucky. How old is Lockett at this point? Let me see. I'm going to look at Tyler Lockett real quick. Let me see real fast. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. And hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. Tyler Lockett. Let me see. $29. He'll be 30 this year. He'll be 30. We were willing to go get Devontae Adams, right? He's 29. Why not? I think Allen Robinson is what, 28? Somewhere around there. I'd reach out. DK has to be the first guy, though. I'm gonna go get DK Metcalf if I could over Tyler Lockett any given day. Youth over, you know what I'm saying, experience at this point. I'm going to get I get DK. McDaniels is about to back out this deal like he did with the Colts. You calling a bill right now talking about take me back. I fucked up. Jay, you stupid, bro. You stupid. Yeah, A-Rob is 28. Facts. But I'm over now the initial shock. I'm over the initial shock. At first, I'm like, oh, my God, you got to be kidding me. Because for the past few seasons, Raid, I just said that, bro. I definitely would. Why not both, Curtis? Fuck it. But these past few seasons, it's been Aaron Rodgers may come over here, right? Or so on and so forth may come over here. Now, it's actually a reality. It's shocking, like, to know that we have another NFL great, a future Hall of Famer playing for one of our divisional rivals. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were going to play Russell Wilson once this year. We play Seattle, for those who don't know, in Seattle. We were only going to play him once this year. We play him twice now for however long he stays with Denver. And, you know, that's kind of a scary thought. But one thing I am going to say, I'm excited about this. Because with this coaching staff and this front office, if we still had the Gruden regime in here, I'd be very nervous. I'd be very nervous. I'd be like, oh my God, bro, you got to be kidding me. Like, you have to be kidding me, because I don't think that they would fare well trying to go against all these guys. I think that Gruden would make some bad judgments, go out and just quick knee jerk reaction and go get some guys that don't fit what we're supposed to be doing. I think with this regime that we have, I think we're going to be all right. I think we're going to be all right. I definitely think we're going to be cool. Denver see what we're doing with our staff and had to go all in because they're the truth after making. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, Ray. Trying to tell you. Because you have to look at it like this. Right now, we were in the playoffs last year. Denver's looking up at us. The Chargers are looking up at us while we're looking down on them. They should be releasing him here soon. That's what I'm hearing, Ray. They should be releasing him here soon. Jason, exactly, bro. It lit a fire under our ass, bro. Like, now we realize it's time. Like, we got to get our shit together. We have to get our shit together. You know what I mean? We have to make sure. Remember a month ago, we were saying this is the most pivotal offseason that we've had in 20 years. Most pivotal offseason in 20 years. It's official now. This is the most pivotal offseason that we've had in 20 plus years. Easily. Shout out to the Ricardo, man. Appreciate you for becoming a member, my brother. Thank you, King. If you guys want to become a member, man, hit the link up top. Shout out to Jason. I appreciate you, brother. Street life. We still made it. We still made it. We barely made it to the playoffs, and we got bounced the first. Bro, it came down to the last play against the team that's the AFC champions. I think we did pretty well with all the circumstances that we dealt with, man. I do. I get it. We barely made it, but guess what? We made it. And we almost beat Cincinnati on the road with an interim head coach. Jose, man, shout out to my dog, man. Appreciate you, my brother. In 2020 season, New York Giants defense under Pat Graham defeated Russell Wilson. I think he could do it again twice this upcoming year. Talk that shit. Just like we beat Denver twice this year. Yeah, Marcus, they haven't beat us in years. Facts. Let me see. We released safety. Kavon Frazier saves us $920K. Bro, I don't even know who the fuck that is. Hey, but it saved us $920K. I'm all for that, bro. Oh, Kavon Frazier. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm like, bro, who the fuck is that? You spelled his name wrong, but then I seen his name. I was like, oh, okay, I know who it is. But hey, shit, if it could save you almost $1 million, out of here, man. Rob says, trade a fourth this year and a conditional second rounder next year for DK. That ain't gonna cut it though, Rob. If they did that, I'd definitely do it. I don't know if Seattle's trying to stockpile draft picks right now. I don't know if that's what they're trying to do. But if they are, I would definitely be reaching out to them right now. There you go. Right there, bro. Trade Edwards in a second for DK. I would do that in an instant. Easy. Easy. There you go. Harold Landry's going to cost too much. I'll tell you guys this. If Yannick wasn't still here, I would definitely go out and get my boy Harold Landry. Bro, this guy's a dog, man. Dog. I watched him at Boston College, bro. In college, he was a monster. And he had a hell of a year with the Titans. But there's no way you justify paying him and Max Crosby 2 defensive ends in one offseason, big money. Because this is the time where Harold Landry capitalizes off of all the work he put in. Somebody's going to cash him out. He definitely earns it. He definitely earned it. Let me see. I'm not worried about that, Daniel. I'm definitely not, man. I really ain't. I think Russell Wilson in 7 months, in 6 months, when the league actually starts, I think he's going to realize he made a big mistake. That's what I think. I think he's going to realize he made a big mistake. Denver's had a bad O-line for years, just like Seattle. He does have a run game. He does have some receivers. Just lost his tight end. So, there's that. But I think he's definitely 6-7 months down the line going to be like, why did I do this shit? Why did I do this shit? Wilson, Rodgers, but no car extension. Why? It's going to happen, brother. It's going to happen. Trust me. It's in the works. I think today was a huge, a big thing right now with Devontae Adams. I think that was one thing that may have been holding up this whole situation. I could be wrong, but I do think that situation played a little role into what DC wanted to do with his contract. Like I said before, you bring Devontae in, okay, cool. I'll take $30 million. You don't bring Devontae in, well, shit, I want 40. So I think it played a little bit into what he wanted to do. But DC will be here. Look, how do you justify getting rid of him now? They just brought Russell Wilson in. Carr is getting an extension unless Deshaun Watson is cleared of all charges of all the civil suits, and he's there for the taking. And Aaron Rodgers just signed. There's no way now, you guys. There's no way we can upgrade the quarterback position. There's no way. There's no way now. So DC's our quarterback. I'm always up for the upgrade. I'm always down for the upgrade. If you can get an upgrade, you go for it. But guess what, you guys? DC's extension will be coming here shortly because there is no upgrade out there. There is none. Who can you go get? Outside of Deshaun Watson, he's dealing with legal issues. And like I said before, I don't even think Mark Davis would even bring him in because of the allegations. So there's no upgrade. DC will be our quarterback for the foreseeable future. And actually, I can kind of breathe a sigh of relief because, you know, I screamed for this past season, like, let's upgrade the quarterback position because I'm so tired of fucking excuses after excuses after excuse every year. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. Every year it's the same shit. He needs this. He needs that. Okay, well, look, send him somewhere else that has all that so we don't have to hear this shit anymore, right? But this year, I'm excited. Look, there's no more what ifs or blah, blah. Everybody got their quarterbacks. We got our quarterback. Let's move and groove and see what happens. All sharking, I definitely would do that, but Indy would not even take that call. They would not take that call. Now, if you gave him Yannick in a first or something for Quentin Nelson, they do it. But Yannick's not even the equivalent of Quentin Nelson. Let me see. That's a good question, right? That's a very good question. Do you think DC takes a friendly deal now because Wilson's in our division? That's a very, very good question. And to be honest with you, I think Ziegler and Josh McDaniels are smart enough to use that as a bargaining tool, right? Who won it? Well, look, you guys. I mean, look, DC. Denver just went and got Russell Wilson. We need a solid team around you, man, because look, everyone's upgrading. We need to do the same thing. That's definitely a good bargaining chip that our guys can use. Sign J.C. Jackson and take a run at Chandler Jones. Chandler's going to be overpaid somewhere. Nelson is like Aaron Donald. Facts. Chandler Jones, I don't think that'll happen. He would fit perfect in the scheme, though. I'll tell you that. Chandler would be a monster in the scheme. How? Like, what do you do at this point? Like, what are we doing? Is Yannick gone? Do we find a trade partner with him? Do we reach out to Indy? Like, what do we do? Because Chandler Jones is at the end of the line. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's at the end of his career. People tend to forget that Yannick is still only like 26 years old or some shit. 26, 27. Like, he's still really young. You know what I mean? So, you know, I think we run it back with Yannick this year. This is his last year on his contract. And then I think Malcolm Kuntz, if he shows up this year, we'll just step in and take Yannick's place when he walks off. Or we gauge trade interest before the trade deadline with Yannick to see what happens during the season if it's not working out. Jamal, yes. Russell Wilson went to Denver. Yep. And they gave up the farm for him. They gave up 2 firsts, 2 seconds, a 5th rounder, Shelby Harris, Drew Lock, and Noah Fant. I can't keep up with this NFL shit, y'all. I've been drinking coffee all damn day. Shit. Definitely a dog, Marcus. Definitely. I'm a huge fan of him. I think he's going to ball out this year. Definitely. Yes, man. Look, that's the move now. At this point, go get J.C. Jackson. You need it. You need it. You're playing against 3 quarterbacks that can fling the ball all over the place. Yeah, it's about that time. It's about that time. Everybody wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. And do me a favor, if this is your first time being here, if you a congratulator, a hater, it don't even matter, man. Just hit the like or hit that subscribe button, man. Hater, congratulator, whatever. Hit that sub button, man. Support the channel. Some guy was already saying that the Broncos pick they gave up is going to be 32 next year. Bro, hey, we all do it though. Valley Podcast, right? We all do it. I watch the Cowboys fans do it every year. This is our year. I watch us do it. This is our year. You know, Denver's excited because one thing about them is they've been screaming, they've been searching, looking everywhere for a quarterback. Think about it, man. Denver's been literally running with the Teddy Bridgewaters, the Drew Locks, all these guys, shit, all of them for years. I mean, you can go back to Tim Tebow. They went and got Peyton Manning for a few years, won a Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying? And then I believe then lost one, you know what I'm saying? But they made two with them. Denver's had a pretty rough time with quarterbacks outside of Peyton Manning and John Elway. You know what I mean? And I know they had Jay Cutler as well, but they're excited to have a quarterback. That lets you know, like we was talking about that shit earlier, how hard it is to actually get a serviceable quarterback in this league. Think about it. Peyton Manning, John Elway, and Jay Cutler. And look at us, Rich Gannon, Derek Carr. And then from there, you just pick your poison at that point. You might have to go back to the 80s and shit. You know what I'm saying? Bro, Paxton Lynch, Raider takeover. Facts, bro. Facts, bro. And now that boy is playing in like Canada or some shit. He already has a bag. Curtis, he's still running off the contract that he had. I think he's owed like $39 million this year. I don't even think this is about money right now at this point. I think Russell is just trying to win. And he definitely has a better chance to win in Denver than he does in Seattle. We could barely beat them with Drew Lock. Shit, bro, they beat us with Drew Lock. I still replay that shit in my head of him dancing to Jeezy on the sideline. Meek, if you watch his tape, bro, JC is like he's not a system corner, bro. I thought that at first too. I'm like, man, I don't know about bringing, a lot of these guys, they leave New England and then their ass. I don't think JC Jackson is a system corner at all. I think if we go out and get him, I think he's going to ball out. The fuck? Hey, they went all in. I hate Denver, but I'm not mad at them. They definitely made the right decision for right now. They did. Think about it. Here in a minute, they're going to have to pay all these other guys. Jerry Jeudy's going to have to get a contract, a new contract. Patrick Surtain is young. They're going to have to pay him. They have a lot of young guys that are really good that they're going to have to pay at some point. So why not go all in now when you win Super Bowl, and then you can move on from it? They're going to have to pay some of these guys. You know what I'm saying? I know they just paid Tim Patrick. Cortland Sutton just got a nice little contract as well. But they're going to have to pay some other guys. Simmons. Yes, Greg, he is. Allen Robinson's a free agent, and that's my number one target right now. Allen Robinson is my guy at wide receiver if we don't go out and pay J.C. Jackson to come in. Because think about this, you guys. Are you guys comfortable? Say we miss out on J.C. Jackson, Gilmore. Say the Giants keep James Bradbury. Are you guys comfortable going in to the NFL season with some rookie corners going against Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, and Justin Herbert? Like, for real, like, can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Going into the season with rookie corners going against three guys, two of them that are elite, one of them that may be on his way to elite. That's a scary thought. That is a scary thought. Scary thought. Scary, scary thought, man. Scary. Marcus Peters is owed $15 million this year, all Sharkin. I think Baltimore is going to keep him around. Shout out to my guy Ed. Let's be real. Trade Carter Washington, draft Davis, defensive tackle from UG, and Sauce Gardner next year. Draft Bryce Young, long game. Think about that. Raider Clown, hit the link up top, my guy. It's a link that's pinned up top. It's pinned up top. And I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. If you guys want to become a member, hit the link up top. I'm down if you can get Jordan Davis, but you're not going to get both of those guys with the number 22 pick and then Washington's pick. With that Washington pick, you got to pick either or. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to get both of those guys. But if let me ask you guys this. If Russell Wilson just fielded 2 first rounders, 2 second rounders, a fifth, and 3 players, well, actually not 2 really good players and 1 serviceable player, nah, I ain't gonna call Drew Lock serviceable. What do you think Derek Carr even gets for you? Like, what do you think he gets for you? I think now that Pittsburgh shit that PFF was talking about, those 2 first and third, it's actually real. You probably could get that at this point for DC because there's teams out here that want a quarterback. Think about it. Pittsburgh thinks that they're a quarterback away. You know what I mean? The Washington Commanders or whatever the fuck they're called, they think they're a quarterback away. So, you know, what if DC does, what if he does play hardball with this contract? What if he does? What if he plays hardball? What if he sees Russell Wilson come over to the AFC West and he's like, damn, these guys just made my job even harder. I didn't get Devontae Adams. You know, what if we don't trade for Brandon Cooks, which is another DC guy? Then what? You wouldn't trade DC for 2 first and a third? Because then you have to look at it from a standpoint of what are we doing? Are we playing to be a team that's going to be great for years? Or are we going to do like Denver? Go all in right now? It's this shit is always chess, y'all. It's always chess. It's not checkers at all. Denver just said fuck it. Like they pushed all their chips into and I respect it. I do. I respect it. I respect the hell out of it. I wish sometimes we would do some shit like this. And the only way right now to go all in is to go get J.C. Jackson, go get you go get Morgan Moses, right tackle, so you can protect that right side. Go all in. Go get one of the best right tackles that's available out there in the free agency, Morgan Moses. Go get the best corner, J.C. Jackson. Go get a Kyle Van Noy that'll be great in this system and it'll be a cheap option that can help at linebacker because we're thin. All we have is Divine Diablo, Perryman, and Nick Kwiatkowski, but Nick Kwiatkowski will be gone because of his contract. Go all in. Go all in. Shout out to Ed, though. I appreciate you on that, brother. Bro, she can't. Hey, if she gonna twerk in the snow, man. I agree, Docs. You can't say Denver didn't make the right move for the team there. Bro, facts. And the thing that's crazy is Denver has been trying to do this. Behind the scenes, they've been trying to make this move. I think right now they just caught Seattle at a time where Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll are both like, you know what? It's time. Like this relationship has ran its course. You know what I'm saying? Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson were at that point. You guys ever had a girlfriend and shit, right? Or a boyfriend for the females, and you know what I mean, in the group, or shit, a boyfriend for you dudes that's on some you know on your nasty shit. Nothing against you. I got gay friends. Love you all equally. But have you ever had a significant other, right, that you just stuck around with because you don't want to see them with anybody else, and they probably stuck it out with you because they didn't want to see you happy with anybody else? They just kept thugging it out, like, fuck it. Like, we're unhappy as hell, but we're going to keep rocking it out. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't want to see you with nobody else. I feel like Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson were at that point. To be honest, I think that's where they were. I don't want you to leave because I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you happy anywhere else. I don't want you to leave because I don't want to see you happy anywhere else. That's what I think it was. And finally, it just ran its course. Finally, they were just like, you know what? It's time to find happiness elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pace, man. I don't want to see another team with my win with my QB. Next 5 years will be the best DC I've seen. Hopefully, Pacey. Hopefully, he's in the prime of his career right now. 30 years old, still young for a quarterback. This is the time where he needs to do that. If Derek Carr is going to make that transition from where he was a good quarterback to where, you know, he was getting close to great. If you want to make that elite jump, you better do it now. Because Denver just made it harder for you. If you want to take that step from being a really good quarterback to being an elite quarterback, you better take that step now. Because trust me, Denver just made your life a lot harder. A lot harder. DC was probably looking at Denver like a lick. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's 2 easy wins, man. The fans will be off my back for a few weeks. Guess what? It ain't going to be like that no more. It ain't an easy lick no more, DC. It ain't an easy lick no more. Out the pace. Definitely go get JC Jackson, bro. Definitely. Denver, a Super Bowl contender now. Back to here, I'm not going to say all that. They definitely can push for the playoffs year in and year out now. Definitely can. It just depends on what Russell Wilson you're going to get, right? If you're going to get last year's Russell Wilson, which dealt with a finger injury and did some shit, you know, then no. If you get the Russell Wilson the year before that was an MVP candidate, hell yeah. It just depends. But they still have work to do. They still got to build an O-line around this man. You know what I mean? They have to. This is another reason why he struggled in Seattle, because he didn't have an O-line. And Denver's O-line is probably worse. Donkeys is still ass. Talk that shit. See. I seen a really good comment. I can't see where it is now, though. Meek, I get that. I get that, Meek. I definitely understand it, bro. Trust me. All last year, I said the same thing. I said after 8 years, he's telling you who he is. He's telling you who he is. Because the problem with Derek Carr is, and we've said this before, and I'm not going to keep harping on DC because I don't want to make this about DC. But if you look at his knocks coming into the NFL, you look at his scouting report, he still has the same knocks. It's the same shit. But he slowly but surely has gotten better year in and year out under Gruden's system. And I think, this is going to be the best head coach that DC has ever had. I do. And I may be jumping the gun, but I definitely do. I think this is the best head coach that Derek Carr has ever had. And I think that he's going to get the best out of him. So maybe he won't ever be elite, Meek. But if he's better than he was last year, and we can build a solid defense, I'm all for it. An O-line. Hey, Richard, I'm talking myself into it now at this point. Right? Because what else you going to do? What else are you going to do? What else are we going to do? There's only 2 or 3 teams out there right now that would probably give up everything they have for a quarterback. That's Indy. It's a Washington football team. What other team? Pittsburgh, the Washington Commanders, and the Indianapolis Colts. That's it. But I believe Josh McDaniels, man. I believe him when he says that Carr is his quarterback. I do. And I don't take a lot of people's shit at face value. Panthers as well, Agent Red. Yeah, but I think they're sold on Deshaun Watson. I definitely think that they're sold on him. Oh, shit, the Saints too. You're right. The Saints too. There is 4 or 5 teams that you could probably just go over there and milk their ass for, you know what I mean? But then what? What do we do at quarterback? You bring Marcus Mariota back for a year and they draft one? That's what I was heavy on at the end of the season. I said, you know what? If we have to, if DC moves on, bring back Mariota as a bridge quarterback for a year, go draft one. But you guys, DC is our quarterback this year. Simple and plain. He'll be our quarterback. If anything, have him play out his contract. See what you got. See what you got in him. Wouldn't that be some shit? If Josh McDaniels says, hey, DC, we like you, man, but we want a year to evaluate you in our system. So play your contract out. And we'll talk about an extension later. Or maybe we'll franchise tag you. I'm not against that either. And DC to me isn't the type of guy that would not play football. You know what I mean? Let me see. It may happen that way. I'm not mad about that, Agent Red. Austin, we need a lot, bro. Offensive line, wide receiver, defensive tackle, LB, corner, safety. Shit, all of it. All of it. You know what natural immunity? He might have, bro. He might have. I just know this. With the coach we have now, this is the only coach in my head outside of Andy Reid or Sean McVay. There's three guys in this NFL world that I believe that can unlock something that nobody else has up to this point. You know, even DC got better even under Gruden. Sean McVay, Andy Reid, and Josh McDaniels. So we'll see. Docs, would you take Quentin Nelson, Carson Wentz in a second for Carr? I would not. Indy wouldn't do that. Indy wouldn't do that. But me? Shit. I mean, bro, you had me at Quentin Nelson. Hell yeah, I am. At Quentin Nelson? And then Carson Wentz is a bridge guy, and then you go draft Malik Willis? There you go. Ready to take Kyle Shanahan as well. Facts. Another brilliant offensive mind. Exactly. Bro, Nelson is a monster, bro. Monster. He's off the table, though. Like Indy would not. I don't even think they would entertain the thought of getting rid of Quentin Nelson. Let me see. Bruno, I agree. He'll play with a chip on his shoulder, maybe even play better if McDaniel says we'll evaluate you on a year left. Yeah, Nelson's definitely a life for Ray. Facts, bro. Facts. It's just scary because we need to build up this offense and this defense. And to see Russell Wilson with Denver now, it makes me feel like this is going to be a year, and I know you guys don't want to hear this, like a stopgap year. Like this is going to be a year where we have to fill in holes, and this may not be the year where we get there. This may be a year where we have to build on, right? Like I said earlier, you know, we broke that playoff spell, right? We got to the playoffs. This year would be great to win one. That to me, that's the goal, is to win a playoff game this year. It would be great to win a Super Bowl, but it would be great to get into the playoffs, make a run, win one, win two. That's a big win. But with all these holes that need to be filled, it's a little scary, man. Because you could say, let's just attack the defense all in free agency and then go attack the O in the draft. The draft is, you know what I mean? Both of them are crapshoots. Both of them are crapshoots. You know what I mean? Like, you don't really know how they're going to pan out. At this point, King Savage, I'm not against bringing back Trent Brown. You can't, Jacob. We have too many holes, brother. We have too many holes. There's no way you can pay both of those. Wow. Another content creator is happy like Russ ain't that guy. Oh, bro, he is. He's a dog. I'm not going to be the guy that's going to come on here and say, oh, Russell ain't shit. He's washed. I'm not doing that. Shit. Just 4 or 5 weeks ago, I was screaming to go get him. So I'm not going to do all that at all. But some people, bro, let me tell you this. Some people out there, content creators included, are just so used to losing, they don't know how to win. And I mean that in all facets of life, not just on the internet. Period, point blank. When you inherit that losing mentality and you don't know how to win, you just that. You just that. You know what I mean? So used to losing, you don't know how to win. Let me see. Yeah, but they got a whole free agency and a whole draft to address it. That's the thing. Like they have a whole free agency and a whole draft to address their weaknesses. Right? That one, like that offensive line, and then they need a couple pieces on the defense as well to replace. But they're a lot closer on paper, you guys. On paper, the Broncos are a lot closer than we are. Take it how you want to take it. Take it how you want to take it. Think about it. Their wide receiver core is way better than ours. Yes, I don't care what y'all say, because Javonte Williams, bro, he's a monster. He's a monster. And if they bring back Gordon, and their running back room is better than ours. I said it. I don't care. I'd rather have Javonte Williams on a rookie deal and Gordon than Josh Jacobs and Kenyon Drake coming off of an ankle injury. We have a better tight end than them. Great. They have a Hall of Fame quarterback. We have DC. Their defense is just, stout as shit. Safeties, from the safeties to I mean, shit. They have Chubb. They may bring back Von Miller. Scary, man. Scary. Yeah, White Tyson, but they may bring Gordon back. You never know. They may bring him back. Or they can go get a second running back in the draft or undrafted. Why we beat them twice last year? I mean, shit, bro. Look at it. Look at their O-line. Look at their quarterback situation. They had a very, very bad quarterback. The second time we played Drew Lock, I believe. It's a little easier when you're playing against a team that has a stout defense but a horrible O-line and a horrible quarterback. Gustavo says, I think the loss of Fangio, their defense doesn't play as good. That may be true. Shit, here's the hoping so. Shit, I hope. I hope the defense is ass. But I know that the talent they have on that side of the ball is for real. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what it's going to look like, but I know on paper they still look nice. But yeah, y'all, I just wanted to come shoot this shit with you guys a little bit. I'm about to take my sons over here to the park, throw the ball around. Wanted to talk to you guys about this whole Russell Wilson situation and how DC is the fourth best quarterback in the division. I seen all this craziness, everybody on Twitter freaking the fuck out. Oh my God, we're done now and blah, blah, blah. It's just weird to me, man. It's weird to me. Like how are we done now? How? Because Denver upgraded at the quarterback position and now all of a sudden Derek Carr is just super ass. Like, you know what I mean? Come on, man. And to be honest with you, let's be real. Let's be real. Even if Derek Carr is the fourth best quarterback in this division, right? It's not a bad thing because this is a great division with quarterbacks. Point blank, period. I've seen worse quarterbacks win Super Bowls. So if you're the fourth best quarterback, which I don't agree with, but if you're the fourth best quarterback in this division, that's not a bad thing. That just means that this division is really good. So I'm not worried about this shit. I'm not stressing. I think this is a wake-up call. Wake-up call. It's a wake-up call. That's what it is. It's a wake-up call. Oh, shit. This ain't going to be as easy as it was last year. We got to get on our shit. That's what I think. That's what I think. I don't look at this as something that's going to shape shift everything and just, oh my God, you know, I feel like this is a wake-up call. We either answer the call or we shit the bed. Hey, Raider Lux, where do you see that at? Colts asking about Carr. Where do you see that? Shout out to Israel on the way out. Trade Jacobs, keep Drake, and draft a big running back. Drake will be a perfect fit in McDaniel's offense. I definitely think he will. But if Jacobs can stay healthy, I think McDaniels will love him too. I do. Shout out to Israel. I appreciate you, brother. Oh, Scout said it? Okay. Okay. But yeah, you guys, I appreciate y'all. I'll be back later on tonight for the Four Horsemen live on Hammer's House YouTube channel with Wasted, Andy, and my brother Hammer. I'll be over there, y'all. So go check us out. Love y'all. Appreciate you guys. I'm out.